Today I have another share for you that you're going to absolutely love. This is one of our own subscribers, Truly HB, and I've been getting the links all week to the videos. Let me come in the playlist because they're in French and in English, and the English version over here in the playlist, and French. I do have a lot of French speaking subscribers. You can watch both. It is about the eye in the book of Revelation, the brain, the eye, the optic nerves, pineal gland, the whole thing. Everything from the cerebral cortex all the way up to the eye. And it's absolutely magnificent work. Truly was inspired by Casey from Enter the Stars. Most of you know Casey or watch his channel. There's some good info over there. He can get a little bit emotional and riled up at times, but all script is good for edification. We can learn from anything. We can even learn from evil, which is what we're doing here now. This whole generation seems like to be a lesson in evil. It's actually the flip side of the 1960s, which was protest, but it was for peace, love, no war, unification. And now it's riots with hate and separation and pro-war. They're actually trying to instigate wars, racial wars, political wars, psychological wars. It's a complete flip of the 60s. Now, as we know, the love movement of the 60s really didn't work. Neither will this one. It's just all a song and dance. But this type of information is what we really need to be learning. I was impressed, inspired, moved. Going through these videos reminded me of coming into the eye. How we get in our bodies, I actually remember it. And it's quite fascinating. Bill Donohue's work does a lot on astrology from the Greek. Mine is basically from the Arabic and how that properly translates into the English New Testament. What we call the New Testament should have never been translated from Greek. It should have been translated from the Aramaic. The Greek gives us this, and Bill's work shows a lot of that as well. It shows you which stars those Greek words represent in the brain and especially in the pineal gland in the eye, which is what the end of Pisces and the entire age of Aquarius and Capricorn are about. The names of the stars. Aquarius is about, its motto is I know. I prefer the translation of I remember, because we're just putting all the pieces back together. This is something we've forgotten. The knowledge has always been there. We've just been unlearned. We've been programmed. So it's really just remembering. We call it resonate. A lot of people tell me I resonate with your work. That's what we're talking about. You resonate on your chakras. They all resonate. And if I'm resonating from the higher chakra and you resonate with that, then you're resonating from the upper chakras too. But and that's how everybody seems to be grouping right now. The over-sexualized, over-emotional, they're all resonating from Mars. That masculine, actually the feminine side of Mars is the sexual side. It's the masculine side of Mars that's the emotion and rage and anger, and it can also be righteous indignation. But that's hard to wield that sword without getting cut with it, because it cuts both ways. And when you play the game of duality, you will get, as karma says, you're going to reap what you sow. What you put into duality is what you're going to get out of it. And we seem to be stuck in this duality. To me, the way out of the duality is you don't invoke Mars, which is the lowest root chakra. Mars and Jupiter, they rule those two pillars. Jupiter's the foundation of both of them. And emotion ranks the highest on the solar pillar with Mars. So even the Bible tells us, Proverbs and Ecclesiastes, it's really all about controlling your emotions, Mars, and controlling your tongue, Mercury, which holds the positions of entered apprentice and then the bottom of the ladder. Virgo and Gemini. It's supposed to be your rational mind, your communications. But we're in upside down world right now with Jupiter and Mercury in this age. So I highly recommend this material. I also recommended earlier, I don't think a lot of you get the notifications. Only 54 likes over here, but I don't know how many people actually watched it. I don't get that data here. But The Alchemist. It's a 4-hour audio book. It's a great listen. You can listen to like 30 minutes a night going to sleep. It's well written. It's very well narrated. Jeremy Irons. This book's all over YouTube with many different people narrating. But this is my favorite version. He does a really good job. But I highly recommend it. And I'll leave both of these links for both of these channels. And y'all know I've always pushed Bill Donahue. You gotta watch it. The Bible is not the book we thought it was. And a lot gets lost in translations. So it helps to know this from many different translations. But it is the way the symbology speaks. And that's what truly HB is doing here. Is bringing the symbolic into a visual form that we can understand out of the book of Revelations. Chapter 4, chapter 5, 7, and 10. You're going to be quite amazed. I can't wait to see more work from this channel. So y'all all come over here, watch it. I'll just leave the main channel. Well, I'll leave this playlist, and then you can search the main channel as well. But there are only these videos. Let me I'll correct on that. The videos. Yeah, just these. It's relatively just coming hot off the press. And all of y'all should do this. Open your channels. So thank you truly for sharing. And everybody needs to listen to The Alchemist. It should be called The Apprentice. Really, it's about The Apprentice, not The Alchemist. It's about what he calls the language of the world, which I called alchemical symbology. And it's about your personal legend, which I would translate as your destiny, your purpose, why you're here. Which it helps. To know why you're here is half the battle, right? We've spent generations running around going with this thing called philosophy and religion, trying to figure out why we're here. And both of those, philosophy and religion, are handed to us by Jupiter at the foundation stone of the two pillars. They were always one pillar. They always were. It's the 60s all over again. It's just the flip side. All right, that's my share for this week. I wanted to give y'all at least something, and a quick 10-minute video. My time is limited, and I need to be getting busy here. So I'm gonna cut this short. You guys know what to do. Bank your karma. Be the love. Stay in your heart chakra or above, at least in your heart chakras. Try not to react. We're all seeing the same evil on this world, but it's how to me, I prefer that you respond than react. React is primal, to where a response takes an intellectual consideration, which most people don't have. most of you know one of my favorite authors is Mark Twain. And he always said, when someone doesn't have anything intelligent to say, they resort to insult and slander. So you know them by their fruits, and that's the words that come out of their mouth. All right, love you all. Have a great weekend. We got to find a better word for that. Weekend. That's like the weak link, huh?